between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Stay tuned for Diamondbacks baseball next.
Hey, look at their uniforms. Peace.
Zach Gallen, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here.
Is this Paul Goldschmidt's old former team?
Hey man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks. And
Carpenter starting out, giving Tommy Edman a day off. He was low on energy.
Here's Matt Carpenter, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is the center fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Start the game out. First pitch home run. Matt Carpenter. Okay, let's go.
So it's a solo shot on the very first pitch of the ball game.
Okay.
Home run number 5 on the year. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
That's how we're going to start it out like that.
Pop in that leadoff spot. You have to be a little bit more careful than that. Threw him a first pitch strike, and he hit it over the wall.
Man. So, starting out like that. It was a cutter pitch, too.
To the plate now, Dylan Carlson. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin
2 games back for 500.
To rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side. All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Nope.
Is a fastball that gets by him.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
He's going to throw a 4th right here. Watch.
That misses, and we're
okay,
even
maybe
at
not.
2-2.
I think he's shown you right there. He was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch.
Yeah, he was.
Be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away.
All right, staying alive, fighting.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
All right, full count.
Full count, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
He's working.
Ball 4.
That first pitch home run, I was not expecting that. And he wasn't either.
Stepping in next, Nolan Arenado.
Big boys backs coming up.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Strike swinging. Timing a little off on that one. Comes set with the 0-1.
Up the middle.
Hard up the middle.
Or not.
Met fields it cleanly. Barehanded for 1. On to first to complete the double.
Over here barehanded stuff.
Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and the one thing that jumps off the page is that they're last in hits in the league. You might be able to get through a long season with 2-3-run homers every now and then, but I'm telling you what, you have no chance of going to the postseason and waiting on a 3-run bomb.
Oh, you kidding me?
Because you're facing nothing but 1s and 2s. If you're going to beat up the 3, 4, 5 guys in a rotation, you have to find a way to create more scoring opportunities against the 1s and 2s.
Into the windup, here comes the 0.
Has a 256 career home runs.
Late
Good
swing
pitch.
there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Well, Matt Carpenter start out with a home run.
The solo shot leading off the ball game. On to the bottom of the first at Chase Field, and the Redbirds have an early 1-0 advantage. Dakota Hudson will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This
New
guy had a
to the
real
starting
solid
rotation.
season last year. ERA under 3 on the year, which is pretty good in this day and age of
Getting him a chance in the starting rotation.
He can duplicate that year and make this one just as good. It'll be interesting to see how he pitches in this one today.
Nick Ahmed is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And case in point, chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats.
Hey, we catching fire, man.
With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta.
Got 22
This
stolen
is the guy
bases
you want at the plate when the game
this
is on the
season.
line. He thrives in these
Got
situations.
speed on this
It's
team,
almost
man.
like he goes to bed and says, I can't wait to play because the game is going to come down to me, and I'm going to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
Stepping in now, Christian Walker, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Comes in here right at 260. 8 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. The 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl
up,
Hendricks,
Earl?
he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan,
He
Earl's
better
got
be.
a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair
He better be.
umpire.
2-1
You gotta get a
after
meatball to
foul
the
ball
face.
there. Into the windup and the pitch.
All right, we can't just give up a run here now. After taking a first pitch home run.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. O'Neal waits on it.
Move.
And he makes the catch for the second out.
He almost wasn't going to catch that. I was literally moving, and he won't move.
Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring up the infielder Ketel Marte. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Two out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt.
All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3 inning.
That retires the side. So they go down without a whimper here. On to the second inning here in the desert. Cards lead it 1-0. And now, Paul DeYoung. Lifetime in this matchup. He's a .333 hitter.
Against this guy? Dang.
First delivery to him. Swing and a miss that time. Strike 1.
That was early.
The windup and the 0-1. Good
You
arm
kidding me?
action on the circle change. Swung on and missed. 0-2.
I felt like my timing was right on.
And he fouls his
Got away
one
with
off.
that.
This one's down to third. On to first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 6,
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's focus on Cole Calhoun.
Oh, they're the ones right behind us in fielding percentage.
Gold Glove winner, makes some real highlight plays out there.
We're better than you.
Nice feel for the game.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one. He'll enter play here with an average just over
hit one right back at his face.
2 home runs and a dozen RBIs. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Here comes the 1-2. Is taken for ball 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
All four.
And he
Let's go.
misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tyler O'Neill.
And he bats better at home than on the road.
He's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. From the belt, the pitch.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard, and if you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
1-0 pitch is a circle change. It runs
That's
outside.
how we gotta do a hit and run right here, man.
Pick your poison in this situation right
Get it
here.
inside the homer park.
First is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in his strike zone.
Throw
Come on, man.
to the bag, a dive, but he's back. And again a throw.
He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
Here it comes, 2-0.
See, you worry about the runner, not the batter.
Waiting on deck, there's Yadi
That's what you
Molina.
get. Now you on a 3-0 count. Now you about to walk him.
The 3-0 is in there for strike 1.
Okay, okay.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 3-1.
Oh, foul.
Walker is over to take a look. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground
Go
ball.
from a
So
3-0
that
to
was an
strikeout.
interesting pitch
Really?
selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Yadi Molina digging in now. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Comes set and the 0-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
He ain't running.
The 1-1.
Oh, my God. Go foul.
Down the line at third. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Popped him up.
Drop.
Walker will put this one away, and the side is retired. One left for the Cardinals. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Now to bat, David Peralta. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
The left fielder, David Peralta.
And the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to
Get out of here. Take a seat.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or.
Don't think about what you done.
And there's one gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage.
He was in a swing mode anyway. I seen it.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now.
Who?
As he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. Arenado will look
Heck
this one in, and that's out number 2.
Batting 6th, the third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
So here is Eduardo Escobar as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Dang, dude. Batting a 283, I see.
Pitch, here it comes. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A ball and a strike.
Whatever.
We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Oh, really? So close.
Low, it's 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
Is this single digit?
And that retires the side.
I don't know how many pitches he's thrown in that inning.
Deep with these folks. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this.
You can do it. Yeah, you can do it by losing. Losing.
So
he's up the bat.
Dakota Hudson, 9-1-2 due up.
The pitcher, number 43.
And now the first pitch. Ball 1.
Y'all chatting. Let's go, D-backs. Get out of here.
Line towards center field. And pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the inning's underway.
And he can hit.
Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge.
Gotta be embarrassing, huh? The one that hit the home run to start it out.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Can he do it again? Back to back here.
The 1-0. 1-1 the count. Hudson aboard here at first with nobody out.
Okay.
And it's fouled away.
But you hung that
you
curve.
can tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Come set. Now the pitch.
Staying alive. Staying alive. Made contact.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat.
What do you mean struggles? He hit a home run.
They're just
That ball just went through his bat.
Did
you see that?
You can tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box, Dylan Carlson. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. 258 the average to begin play. 5 homers and 21 driven in. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Oh, would y'all stop the chant? Yeah,
now a
crap.
ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play, and with this one, the side is retired. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, but they lead it 1-0. Now at the plate, Carson Kelly, 7, 8, and 9 to start the
Leading
home
up
third.
for the
Not much
Diamondbacks,
going on offensively so far for these guys.
Carson
6 up, 6 down.
Kelly.
We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got for all his pitches.
I got it. I got it. Just stay back.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
batting in, the second baseman, Perdomo.
So the next to bat will be Geraldo Perdomo. He went hitless
Geraldo
last night in a game where his
Perdomo.
guys could push across only
Man,
1 score.
we'll be coming up with these names.
First
Oh,
offering.
crap.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Well thrown sinker that time, down, but in the strike zone. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that was down the middle. All right. Little slider in. Okay, Molina. Got it.
Swing and a little blooper to center.
Man, they're making weak
Takes
contact
charge
here,
out there,
man.
and he stays with
Let's
it
go.
for the second out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Zach Gallen.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the
Point.
Diamondbacks, Zach Gallen.
Oh,
This guy is
6.3
still looking at a
batting
0 when
average.
they hit
Almost
call.
at ERA.
Now the first pitch.
All right, since we hit off of him, let's not get him back.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the
Man, why
ground.
am I too slow?
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Get it, ball boy. Hurry up. Oh, crap. Got him anyway.
Can't find the zone there
What?
as he lays off the breaking ball.
Oh,
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice.
I thought you
curveball
supposed to
that
be
starts in the
consistent.
zone and breaks just out. Just a great take
you
by
gonna
the batter.
call that a ball? What did I say? That was strike 3
Late with
looking.
the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2.
Gotta be kidding me.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Got it. Alright, look here, pitch. Look here, Zach. Getting sick and tired of you. Oh, crap.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. He had a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired.
No way you beating that out.
So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're down 1-0.
Whack. That broken bat looks way too solid.
And back in Phoenix as we check in with Heidi White.
Like there's no wood explosion or nothing.
In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together.
Like that bat didn't even look broken.
They've only scored one run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up. And he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Nolan Arenado.
Screw your circle change.
Swings and misses there. It's
bull crap.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. A ball and 2 strikes.
Okay.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
2 balls,
almost
2
swung at that.
To Nolan Arenado. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup.
Full count. Let's go. Let's go.
But it stays outside. 3-2.
Gotta make a mistake. Pitch right here.
The powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Okay.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Nah, really?
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As he puts it on the ground to second. Oh, look at the sliding stop. How about that? 2 down, no one on base. And that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. First pitch coming. Here it is. One run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he lays off.
Looks like this pitcher redeemed himself after that first inning. Giving up the first pitch home run. It started out.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Can't capitalize on it.
Now here's the pitch.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster
late again
for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on
almost
the corner,
hit that corner
but he couldn't
too.
get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Yeah, you can.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader.
Really?
And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits,
They were world
no
champions
errors,
back
and
in
a runner
01.
left on. To the bottom of inning number
Wild
4
card.
we go. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Diamondbacks nothing.
They've been in the wild card once. Okay, I see how they did that.
Is Nick Ahmed back to the top of the lineup
go.
as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what
Last time you didn't call that a strike. Now you want to?
In the middle innings of this game.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding his zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Oh, crap.
Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics.
Both throw around the same
put up the
almost
pitch speed
and pitch
comparison
speed.
for the two starters. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these two arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. Next, here is Christian Walker. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. Did fairly well out towards straightaway center.
Got away with it.
Bader is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 4, Cattell.
Up next, Cattell Marte. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. The windup and the 0-1.
You better get there, you better get there, you better get there, you better get there. Yes!
And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover.
Got away with another
time,
pitch
and
again.
The side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. New inning set to get underway, and into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill.
The left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on
And
the
it
ground.
looked good.
The windup and the 0-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and
Okay.
that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy
Just swing
that
out of
has good
everything.
wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. And
Oh,
he'll go after the
my
first pitch to
goodness.
him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch, strike 2.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina. Here it comes. Fouled away. Set to deal on 2-2.
Come on. Keep fighting. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Now batting, number 43,
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Dakota Hudson. He singled first time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Showing bunt
With
here,
that
but
bunt
he takes
back?
ball one.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
We got to bunt it good because Molina got 0 speed.
Wanting to avoid the double play here.
Yeah, look at that bunt.
One down. Only
Good
plays
bunt.
to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Next
All right,
to hit
Carp.
is Matt Carpenter, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
I wanted to swing
He
at
lays
that.
off here, but it's a cold strike 1.
It would have ended up either a grounder.
And there's ball 1.
Base hit, maybe not get him home because he's slow.
The 1-1.
Alright.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right
Good eye.
there.
Good eye, Carp. Good eye.
He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And the outside pitch.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Molina at second with 2 down.
Alright.
Nearly got the inside, but
That's way too close.
Dylan Carlson would be next. Here's the payoff pitch.
Staying alive. Let's go.
Right back up the middle.
He's not making that.
Into center field, base hit.
What you doing, Carp?
The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Cards leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Way to go, Carp. Way to
Matt,
go.
during the commercial
Ruin the
break, I
rally.
had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lavello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single time on
really?
base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate.
Clearly, everybody in the
They
stadium
said
can
they've
see that.
unfortunately just been faced
Shut
with
up.
some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of
Leading
his
up
rhythm on
for
the
the
mound.
Diamondbacks,
Now, that may be a tall
left
task,
fielder,
but they feel the little
Jake
adjustments
Bear.
could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. David Peralta is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
Been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Carpenter now at second. Fielded cleanly.
One out.
He will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Now it'll be Cole Calhoun. He's 0 for 1. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
All these pitchers I'm getting away with.
No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
1-1.
Looked like the sinker there
Good location.
dipped a little below the knees. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2.
Got him.
Looking strike 3.
Take a seat.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location.
Spot it well with that
sinker.
sinker.
Get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. A swing and a ground ball to third. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
Get the ball in.
And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a two-bagger.
Now, Carson Kelly.
Oh, crap.
There it goes. He got all of this one. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left. Third home run for him on the year. And the Diamondbacks move out in front. It's now 2-1.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Standing in now, Geraldo Perdomo. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And Arenado will make the catch to retire the side.
On the curve.
But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this two-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 2-1 Arizona. So now here is Dylan Carlson. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Here's a ground ball for Ahmed at short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Next, it'll be Nolan Arenado. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more.
Oh, you kidding? Way too early.
Deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Ahmed has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2.
It's fastball down the middle. You kidding me?
The pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
Oh, wow.
That fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Our score remains 2-1. Contest.
Zach. Yellow.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. DeYoung ranging into the outfield.
You ain't getting no base hit. Gotta get out of here with that pitcher.
Nice play for the first out.
You almost didn't get that either.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So next to hit is Nick Ahmed. Popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Now a swing, but not much behind it as this is lifted into shallow center. And he will make the play out there.
It was up long enough for him to get there.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the first baseman.
Just that one mistake pitch. He's still getting a quick inning here.
Next to stand in is Christian Walker. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch of the AB on its way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. And
jamming him.
0-2.
Jam sandwich.
2 out, nobody on.
Got him.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. So Paul DeYoung digs in next. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah.
First pitch on the way. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0.
That fastball really got there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics.
Oh, 2.
We'll
what am I doing?
Continues.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a
He's at
ball.
94 pitches. Let's work his pitch count. Yeah, there we go.
And looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And he lays off, ball 4. So potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough
late in the game.
Hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound.
He gone.
And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight.
Bye-bye.
So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Yohan Lopez comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Wow, look at his ERA.
Next up, Harrison Bader. Lifetime against this particular arm. Small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Late square, and this is popped up. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
I tried.
Digging in next, Tyler O'Neill. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. He's set, and the pitch. Fouled off. That's in there.
Really?
And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
DeYoung stands at first with 1 out. Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun has a read on it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier.
High leverage at bat here, and standing in, it'll be Yadier Molina. And a big at bat here as he'd be the go-ahead run. Here's the first pitch to him. He sends it out to left field. Well hit.
Please. He's going home. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, he's going home.
Third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score.
Let's go. Clutch Molina, baby.
Game. You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 90.
I'm surprised that wasn't a liner out home run.
That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
All right. See if you could do something.
36 will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 36.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time.
Two out clutch Molina, man. Let's go.
Comes set. The 0-1.
MVP.
Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
200 average runner in scoring position.
2-1. Swing and a liner.
Good down. Get that.
But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center. And
Why was that ball hanging like that? It looked like it was gonna drop.
On this RBI double. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece.
That sounded beautiful, just like that.
Daniel Ponce de Leon gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. Into the box. Tel Marte, no hits to this point.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, Tel Marte.
First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air out to center field.
Yep, that's what we needed. 1 pitch, 1 out, quick inning right here.
There, 1 down.
Get back to the bats. Try to win this game.
One gone down the Arizona 7th. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. First pitch of the AB on its way. And it's fouled away. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Got it. Come on. All right, change up down. Ooh, you wanted to swing. I know you wanted to, man. You wanted to swing. Got him. Take a seat.
Got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That was a big
Get out of here.
out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out.
Got him looking silly. Inside slider.
Really important at this point of the game.
Ain't making no contact down there, boy.
Later when the game's over.
At the plate, Cole Calhoun. As the changeup to him
Oh,
drops in there
Calhoun.
for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Strikeout and a line out. Let's punch you out twice here, man. Yeah.
Fouled away.
Where you going, Molina? Where you going?
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air into shallow left center.
All right, let's go.
Is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Let's try to win it in the 8th. I don't want to go extra innings.
Caleb Smith has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
He has been summoned.
Number 31, Caleb Smith.
Ready to begin the 8th, and set to go is the second baseman, Matt Carpenter.
The second baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, 0-1.
Wow. Y'all know how to hit y'all spots, huh?
Behind 0-2 now. And on 0-2.
Wow, that was so close.
You know, there aren't many guys that could just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We will never know, but it worked out.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. A couple of pretty good performances turned in on the mound so far, as evidenced by the numbers there as we show you the starter comparison in this 2-2 ball game. Next to dig in, Dylan Carlson. He bounced out last time up.
It was good timing and you missed it.
First pitch on its way. And
What?
he takes ball 1. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen, as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw.
Now, I tried to check swing.
As he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
3 balls
One
up
out,
high.
nobody on.
Should be 3-0.
And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
It was
Hey, I'd like to see a
self-defense.
little bit more discipline in that. You get a count your favorite. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And Nolan Arenado. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. In his career against this pitcher, he's 1 for 4.
Really?
2 out, nobody on.
You just go 1 for 4 on him? Really?
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. This is popped up. Walker to make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Score remains 2-2.
Look like we end up gonna go extra innings. Let's see if he can hold him.
Tyler
attention,
Webb
please.
is on to pitch out of
Now
the bullpen
pitching
in the
for the
bottom
Cardinals.
half of the 8th.
Number 30, Tyler Webb.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go.
Ah, you a
And
switch
that'll
hitter?
Give way to the
Leading
third
up for the
baseman,
Diamondbacks.
Eduardo Escobar.
The third baseman, Eduardo
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
1-1.
A shot down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
All right, fastball in, I see.
Here comes the 1-2.
Yeah, okay.
At third, Arenado reined in.
Throw the ball, man, dang.
First in time, 1 away.
You got a double clutch pump
Now
crap thing, man. He was busting down the line, man. He was almost halfway there.
Ready to take his hacks again. Carson Kelly blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence.
Hey, it was a mistaken pitch.
When he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run. We'll see if they attack him more with fastballs in this at-bat.
The 1-0 delivery.
Hey.
2-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And
you kidding me?
He's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised.
I did want to challenge him.
I think
I'm missing my spot.
In the bottom third of the order, you have to go right after.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. From the belt, the pitch. Geraldo Perdomo stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Number 9. Nick.
Hit and run, guys. Hit and run.
First, 1 away. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll get back in safely.
Oh, okay.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Just lucky to make contact on that.
A way to help him out. Missing spots. Whole at bats.
Now a throw over. And a dive.
Almost had you sleeping, man.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there
really
has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Here's the 3-1. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Number 31.
As Drupal Cabrera will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For the Diamondbacks. Number 14. Drupal Cabrera.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
All right, got him.
String and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
All right, back in the zone, Okay. What are we doing? What we doing? Jam him inside?
This one's flared off to the right side. Oh, and he misses it.
What you missing for?
Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only one away.
The batter, number 13.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right
Why?
there. You thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Nick Ahmed. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt. Especially
Got out of it.
Well,
Come on.
It's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning.
Give me that double play.
Walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. Back with more on a Thursday night.
Thank you, Is. That's what you get. Let's go.
Chris Davinsky will be on
Be
the
hype.
mound to
We
start
about to
the
win
ninth
this.
inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Dalton Varsho is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Dalton Varsho.
So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Paul Goldschmidt, struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on the way.
All right, okay.
A windup and the 0-1.
Okay, I was just helping him out.
Up there. 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt.
All right, working back to full from 0-2 down.
From 0-2 to 3-2.
Yeah.
What a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Let's go. From 0-2, 3-2 to a walk. Come on.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic.
You think we chasing out here? One bad swing, then turn into a walk?
And he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Trying to get me to chase outside. Trying to hit that upper inside corner.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out.
All right.
Low there, it's 2-0.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Swings right over the top of that one. 2-1.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up.
Slider down the middle.
One, but he wants that thing to bury down.
You kidding me?
Now the 2-1. Comes back with a fastball low, and that moves it to 3-1 now.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Let's go.
Toward the hole, and that'll get past his outstretched.
I think he got away with another pitch anyway.
Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Now batting.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Nah, we don't need no pinch runner yet.
To the plate now, Harrison Bader.
Why I didn't swing?
Right down the middle, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
The corners are playing in. I might just swing away.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Marte is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tyler.
So now into the box is Tyler O'Neill. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Really?
Here's the first pitch. Goldschmidt over at second. DeYoung is over at first with 1 away. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Come on, we need a base hit.
And it's fouled away.
I should have just bunted him over. What's wrong with me?
Now the 1-2 pitch.
I check swing.
And did he
Oh, crap,
hold it in time? A look down, and he went around. It's strike 3.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Stepping in now, Yadier Molina.
Ooh, got away.
Just foul. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1. Problem with this one, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We're knotted up, headed to the bottom of the ninth as the Diamondbacks
at 2-1 with no outs. I should have had Bader bunt.
All set for the bottom of the ninth, and set to go is the veteran first baseman Christian Walker.
The first baseman, Christian Walker.
Jordan Hicks comes on to work.
I had an opportunity. I should have bunted him over. Just sacrifice it out. That's all I had to do. Not smart baseball there.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Oh my God.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Carpenter. And there's 1 away.
Up next to the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, Ketel Marte.
Next, it'll be Ketel Marte. Flew out last time up. First offering. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. 1 out, nobody on.
Yeah, you better go foul. Thank God. I'm like, you better not get lucky if I ain't getting lucky with these short hits. Oh crap. Oh crap. Could have at least swung at that, man.
Foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder.
All right, 2 outs. One more out. We're going extra inning. We just need 1 more out.
Now batting, the left fielder, David Peralta.
Just one more out.
Cleanup hitter for Arizona, David Peralta. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. Now here's the pitch.
Oh my God. I'm glad you throw 99.
Don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. The 1-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul.
We got a fastball in.
Ready with the 1-2.
What?
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
1-2. Here it is.
Oh no, 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 don't hit him.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Got him. Let's go. Went right back inside with the slider, boy.
He's gone down on strikes in this one. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Ryan Buchter takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 52, Ryan.
We are into extra innings. And next will be the pitcher, Jordan.
Wait a minute.
The pitcher.
You just gonna let the pitcher hit? Or are we gonna have him bunt? No. Hey, we're gonna do our bullpen. Nope, nope, nope.
Justin Turner is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frames.
Justin Turner.
Here's the first pitch. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Fouled away. The 1-1 pitch. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Now the 1-2 pitch. A square to bunt, and it's popped up. And the catch is made for the first out of the inning.
Really?
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Matt.
Big at-bat now, and here is Matt Carpenter. And a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that would keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what sequence he uses.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
The 1-1 pitch.
Ooh, that was close.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had a chance to barrel over that one.
Come on.
Struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
In now, Dylan Carlson, as it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Great.
So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are tied 2-2. Andrew Miller comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Andrew Miller.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Cole Calhoun. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this
All right,
point, but
who's on
that
second?
wouldn't matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Somewhat of a speed.
Here's the first pitch.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
All right, got him chasing.
Pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Well, he's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little too amped up. You don't chase a pitch that badly if you're playing within yourself.
All right. 1-2.
The gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Now what we doing?
He's gone to the well with that 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Ooh, man.
And he fouls this
Thought I had you. With fastball in.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
All right, we can't walk him.
And that'll run things full 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. DeYoung.
All right, let's go.
Captain
my second.
So here's Eduardo.
Should we intentionally walk? Go for the double play or what?
In 7 tries. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. The 1-1 pitch.
Okay,
Now a
okay.
ball swung on and heading for the stands in right.
Strikeout right here.
That'll move the count to 1-2 now. Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away.
Oh, you kidding me, y'all?
There, but it's taken for a ball, and it's 2-2 to the Arizona third baseman.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Hit in the air down the left field line. O'Neill waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter, the catcher, Dalton Varsho.
The batter will be Dalton Varsho, and he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Here's the first pitch.
Why not? Because we got out of it.
Arenado
Let's go.
in foul ground. He
Come
makes
on
the
now.
Catch, and the winning run is left stranded.
Come on now.
One left for the Diamondbacks. Score remains deadlocked at
Uh-oh.
2-2.
We can end it here. Got the big backs coming up.
Now to the plate, here is Nolan Arenado.
Leading
He
off for
was
the Cardinals,
retired after popping
third
out in
baseman,
his last at-bat.
Arenado.
Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Pitcher nervous. I don't know if we want to pitch to him.
now the 2-0.
You don't want to pitch to him.
Paul Goldschmidt will be next. Not a good 3-0 swing as he was well behind the fastball there.
Come on.
Sent on the ground out to second.
Come on.
And that'll get
go.
through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning. He's safe.
Clutch, baby.
They've broken through to take
Now
the
batter.
lead.
The first
Boy,
base.
those have to feel really good, D-Roy.
You just need one more run.
Come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the
No.
lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up.
That's all we
when the
need, just
game
one
is
more
on
run.
the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
So now to the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Swing and a shot toward right center. But this
Got
will
away with
not
it. Come on.
elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Paul.
And stepping
One
in,
run won't do it
Paul
because we need to add an
Young.
insurance run somewhere.
1 out and 1 on here.
You
in the
hung the pitch and you not take it out of here?
inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Here comes the 1-0. Hard hit ball to second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
All right, what's going on here?
The batter, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So stepping in is Harrison Bader. He's hitless in 3 at-bats
Another
to this point.
long pitch.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Rolled slowly down
Beat
the
it out,
first
beat it
base
out,
line.
beat it out, beat it out.
In a hurry,
Yes,
and
let's go.
the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort.
All we
that
need a
time
base
up
hit
to
now.
midfield
Beat it out.
Boy,
Okay.
that's what Rios can do for you, D-Roy. You can see this right here on
Swing
this
and bunt.
replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Tyler O'Neill is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
The set and the 2-0. Strike taken.
All right, good
as that
pitch,
one
good pitch.
catches the outer part of the plate.
Oh,
All even now, 2-2. Here's the 2-2.
all right, full count. Runners goals.
He can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Oh, you kidding me?
He set the payoff pitch. And another foul ball.
Okay.
The payoff pitch. And it's fouled away.
Make you work. Make you work. Dang, late again, really?
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. Giovanni Gallegos takes the mound in a safe situation as he'll try and make sure this one doesn't reach the 12th.
We can do it like we did last inning. We can get out of it.
Striding in is Geraldo Perdomo. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second.
Looks like a tall
Dang, he got
order
speed.
trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Oh, come on.
And a ball 1-0.
Come on now.
Looking for a productive at-bat here. Get that runner from second over to third.
And a fastball
I'm glad
that's
because
about off the
I messed that
radar
up.
screen there. It's 2-0.
Not with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
The 2-0.
All right. Work the count. Let's work the count. All right, full count.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
All right, we got him.
Arenado over to his right. 1 out.
Oh, almost missed that.
The pitcher, number 52, Ryan.
Michael De La
attention,
Cruz
please.
will be called
Pinch
upon
hitting
here
for
to
the
hit
Diamondbacks.
with the game on the line.
Number 15, Michael De La Cruz.
Now here's the first offering.
All right.
A swing and he gets him to pop it up. Will this
Let's go.
be a big out of the bullpen?
It's gonna be a big out.
Will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Nick.
Striding in is Nick Ahmed, trying here to plate the tying run from.
Big out right here.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Grounder, pop up, anything, strikeout. We need it.
Comes set. The 0-1. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
Should do that pitch a little higher.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The D-backs earn the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Ryan Buchter claims the win out of the pen his first. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watt,
dang
and
it.
our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been
Good,
watching
one
MLB
out
The
away.
Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
One pitch out of the way to win it. Man, we can't even get a streak going nowhere, man. And it's a 4-game series against them. Who ends it? Him. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Alright. We gotta at least take the series here. Please. Let's see. What's this? Oh, it's a 3-3. I'm gonna just simulate to the end. Eight to 7. Please. Great. Cool. Alright. We went on a 3-game skid.
Welcome everyone to this Memorial Day edition of Inside
3-game skid against them.
Central. The Cardinals sent 3 balls into the seats as they got a road win against Arizona.
But we win it in the last series of the game. And we got a tough opponent coming up, which is the Dodgers.
The Washington Nationals brought out the Brewers in a 3-game sweep as they got the best of the Brewers at home, 4-2. In the standings, the Nationals sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, and the Brewers sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. The Chicago Cubs combined for 4 total home runs.
Cam gets the win
Against the visiting Reds, 12-1. As of right now, the Cubs are in 1st place in the NL Central, and the Reds are.
Wait, Bader was pitching?
Chris Stratton had his first.
Oh, they went extra. Why was Bader pitching?
2-1.
That don't make sense.
The Pirates are in last place in the NL
Okay.
Central, while the Rockies sit in
Well,
last
I'm
place
Frill's
in the
reliable
West
source.
Division. The Atlanta Braves totaled
Subscribe, like, comment.
as they took care of the
Franchise person. If not, it's cool. But see you guys in the next video. Peace.